everybody, it's Kali here with Kalis.com. We're going to rock your world with some big bombs. We're going to make a really easy swag that you can knock out really fast, and I think it will look amazing on your door this patriotic season. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow us here so you can get more notifications when we go live. Make sure you hit the bell icon if you're watching this over on YouTube. Also, go to textkali.com to get on our text notification list, because those people who have done that already got a text to let them know we were here and there was a new video available. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our bow. I picked out 3 patriotic ribbons. The gingham is still so super popular, and of course we're going to have some stars mixed in here. So let's do this on the Easy Bow Maker. If you don't follow us on Wednesdays, every Wednesday we have a new video with bow making over on our Facebook page. And we call that Bow Wednesday, of course, where we create bows together. So catch that if you can. But I'm going to show you how to do this one so you don't have to go watch another. In case this is your very first time watching, let us know in the comments too if it is. If you go the full length of the bow maker, that's 20 inches, and that tail length should work fine for this piece. I'm going to cut that at an angle. You can also dovetail, that's like the 2 points, if you want 2 points on the end. I'm going to bring that to the center, and I'm going to twist that ribbon, hold it with 2 fingers as I go into my next loop here. I'm just going to go out at 7 inches, and I'm going to twist, and over here at 7. No, I'm going at 6. I'm sorry, I'm doing 6. Said 7, did 6. Let's do a couple of these. I'm going out at 6, and I'm twisting. Hey, and you know what? What kind of bow do you think we're going to make? Let me know in the comments. Those of you who are loyal Blue Merinos, follow us all the time. I bet you can guess where I'm going with this. I mean, after all, it is rockets. We should know that we're going to do what we call a blast-off bow, guys. That's where we do 3 loops, 2 loops, and then 1 loop. Did you guess right? I knew you would. True Blue Merino's new, and if you're new, hey, welcome, welcome. We like to call you a Blue Merino because we love working with flowers and creating beautiful stuff. That's our nickname for you guys. Okay, there we've got 3 loops back with our stars. That looks really great. Now I'm going to put a pop of red in. Let's grab the red gingham. And we may have to do another layer in this blast-off bow because I've got 3 ribbons and I want to use a little bit of them all. So we'll see. I am going to do here 2 loops now of the red. These will be just slightly shorter at 5 inches on each loop. So I'm going to twist at 5, come on to the other side. Oops, make sure I got my twist good. There we go. 5 inches over here, and I twist. Hold that down with your fingers when you pull the spool. 5 inches here, twist, and you can see I'm just going to rotate that into position. I want those 2 to fall between the others. I'm going to make my next one. I get it started before I move my hand, and I scrunch that down. Okay, and I'm going to cut these tails to match also, just like that. Now I want some blue in there, but first I'm going to bring a pop back of the brown. So this isn't going to be a real blast off. It's going to be a 3, 2, 1, 1. Because I want to have a pop of blue after the brown. So let's bring in, this will have a shorter tail. So we've been decreasing by like 1 inch to 2 inches. Just a little bit shorter. I'll twist it. And let's go at 5 also. I'm not going to go smaller, just at 5, twist. Hold it, bring out my next 5, make sure you're reaching out to it, and I'm going to scrunch it down. Fantastic, and then we'll take and trim these. Okay, and now I'm going to bring that pop of blue to the front. So truly it's a 3, 2, 1, 1 instead of a regular blast off. It's a bonus blast off is what I'm going to call it. Just cutting that at an angle. And we'll just run that a little bit shorter than our last tail. How cute are all these different textures on the check? Scream summer. Anyway. And I just made that just a little bit shorter, so probably 4.5. On that one, I'm going to cut these tails to match. And if you've never seen us take this off the bow maker, here's what we do next. Just putting those ribbons aside. Grab an 8-inch cable tie. Usually just works fine. I'm going to run it right beside. Separate the tails out a little so you can get in there. And you see I brought that whole cluster up with my hand. Now I've got the table behind, but you have to put a finger. The cable tie is behind. I put a finger on top as I get it taut, a little bit tight, not all the way tight, just a little tight. Move that out of our way. And now I'm going to rotate this down between my fingers, and I'm holding pressure while we're fluffing this bow out. So separate the tails and get them going down, get the loops where they need to go, and get everybody in its own position so it doesn't kind of sandwich up. It spreads out. Kind of like you're making a flower here. See how we're spreading out the petals on a flower? And then I'm going to lay this one right on top of that one. I want those two to line up just perfectly. All right, now, isn't that nice? What a beautiful bow. Okay, looking really great. Flip it over. You need to add a longer cable tie behind, and you can add, this is a 14-inch, but an 11-inch cable tie works fine. You can get those at your local hardware store. I'm going to tie that tight as I can now and trim it off. And then you just need to choose one of the ginghams to go down the middle. It's totally up to you. In this case, I'm going to pick the red. I like the contrast of the red against the blue. So let me get my scissors and grab my red ribbon. Come back here, Ray. Mr. Red, you're Okay, trim it. There's a nice long piece. Like 12 inches is usually good. I don't like to get it too tight and try to conserve ribbon in that particular aspect because it's hard to get a nice tight knot. Okay, I folded it, got it pretty narrow. Don't need it real thick. Run that right down the middle. Oh, that's stinking cute. Let me fold this back and twist it on me. Make sure you get all this where you want them. How cute! The check looks really good down the middle. So you're going to take and do a couple of knots there. And that's good to go. Trim these off. Isn't that nice? Okay, our bow is done. So when we get to that part of the project, it's ready to rock and roll. Love the bow. Okay, now it's time to grab our rockets and build our swag. So basically, for this part of the project, we need 3 different rockets and some stars. The stars are going to look like, they're going to work like the exhaust out of the rockets, like if it were a firework, okay? So, let me move my glue pot. I still got it over here. I don't need him right this second. Okay, we can spread out a little better now. Let me get the camera a little bit wide and open so you can see what's going on. There we go. Okay, I'm going to bring my stars over here. But first of all, just like I would say in design school, you need to shake hands. So that means get everybody going the right direction. I want the smaller rocket to kick to the outside, okay? And then I want all these good things to kind of kick outside. All the kind of pull that red to the outside. And you've got to get it under control and tell everything where you want it to go. Because if you don't, it looks like a clustered mess and doesn't have any shape. So you've got to think about all this. So this one also, I'm going to take and get that going. And I'm going to get this straight. He's going to go right up the middle. Okay, he goes up the middle. Now we're going to set this one opposite this one. He's got to go to the outside. So just like I would teach in class, guys, everything has to have position, shape, dimension. So that's what I'm telling you right now. You've got to make sure, like this kicks forward a little bit. This goes this way. Hey, there's a seam on this rocket. Let's turn that to the back. Pay attention to the details, because when it comes to selling your products later, you're going to sell on Etsy and all that, and you're going to get good feedback and 5 stars. You need to pay attention to the details. Okay? So you kind of see we started our shaping out here, and now we got to bring them together. And I want that blue to be the highest rocket, so these taper down below it. You can see how I brought those two together. Same thing, bring this one over. Start to manipulate these guys over just a little bit because I don't need them fighting. And these need to both be lining up. You see our design coming together right now, okay? That's so cute. This is going to be the top of our swag when it all comes down to it. So we've got to start to build this section up. So first I'm going to do is take a cable tie, run it right under here, right at the bottom. Make sure you got it. That's okay. I've got it all lined up, and then I let it get away from me. I want to put that right at the top here. This is very close to where the bow is going to go, so you're not going to see any of these mechanics anyway. which is fine. Now this is starting to cross over, so get it back flat as much as you can. There we go. I like that better. Okay. Now we're going to need to use another one right below it. And I'm going to leave these long because I need that to kind of help create our base. We'll just do like this. And we can always cover this with ribbon or whatever we need to. Okay, so these are holding my structure together. I'm going to move the little nubs to the front. That's where the cable ties connect. Just because I don't want them scratching anybody's door. And they'll be hidden by the bows here. Or we can always cut a star and definitely camouflage it. So now the stars are kind of like the exhaust. They're not a lot going on. They're just a little bit kind of coming down below the bow tails. So I get that set up right here. Before I tie this up and get it where I want it, okay, because we're not to that point yet, I'm going to spread these out a little bit more. Now that I have this stable base, I can start to get the curls out matching, get these curls out matching, meaning one going left. Turn this one so it goes to the right, and you can see how we're getting a matchy-matchy. And I'm taking each of these from each side. Get these to come out a little bit, bend them out, bend them out. So it's kind of like a barrel of rockets is exploding on their door. But this is super duper simple and so cute. Now, here is our bow. So our bow, we know, will be right about here. Okay, and there's our tails. So if we like that placement there, which that looks good with the rockets, I'm going to back this stars up, back these stars up. That'll be perfect because this can just shoot right out of the bottom. Just a subtle hint out of the bottom of the bow. So let's take, and we know that's where we like those. So let's go ahead and tie those on with a cable tie. We're going to put the bow on last. We're going to put a hanger on first, guys, and then we'll get the bow. So I'm using another clear cable tie. The clear is working well. Sometimes they call these natural too. It's working well because you're not going to see it against the white stems. Okay, shake hands, just like that. It's so cute. And look at all these are wired, and so you can do just a little party with them. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, now we're going to flip it over because we need to get our hanger on before, that way we don't squish our bow. So flip this over. And this wire is not attached to anything else yet. This is the one that the stars are coming off of. So I'm going to take it up here, and I'm going to just kind of poke it in the bottom of the rocket. That's perfect. Kind of put it where the other support is, and I'm going to take, and we'll be cable tying a wire onto both of these. So I've got 2 wires for support, and my hanger is going to be, I'm just using an 18 gauge green floral wire. You could use brown or whatever color you have. I want my hanger to come up, it's going to be right behind this rocket, so you will not see it from the front, but your hanger needs to be up here. If it's way down here, it will hang higher than their door, and that won't work, depending where, if they use a wreath hook or something like that. You've got to keep that in mind. So go up higher with this so it hangs down on their door. So I'm just going to take these and just bend it over so I get like a little loop here, right? So I've got a U, and now I'm going to 2 of the white wires, and we'll put on the hanger right here behind. Yay! Get some pressure and pull those cable ties nice and tight. So the wire is sitting in there good. Pull that up. And now the last thing I'm going to do, once I get this really super tight, is I need to take those wires and bend them down so they can't somehow slip off, and I'll just kind of wrap it around the white frame. So I just wiggle around. So there's our hanger. Perfect. That's how you're going to hang it. That problem solved. I'll take and push that nub to the side or to the middle. You're not going to see any of that from the front or back. It's hidden. Turn it back around. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Y'all, these kind of projects are my favorites because anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. Basically, we've used 4 sprays and 3 rivets, okay, that you probably might already have in your stash. Okay, you can take something like this and attach it to a swag too. Make this attached to a swag if you want to, or just make this and hang it up just like it is. It's time for the bow. So I've got my long cable tie ready to go, and we're going to put this right above that other cable tie so it can't slip down or move or go anywhere. It's kind of in between those other 2. And we'll get that on there tight. I don't like that to the back. I want to keep it to the front. No scratchy. If it's not matchy-matchy, it's scratchy. Okay, we'll fluff it out now since we kind of crushed it a little. Let's start with our tails. Our longest tails are going to go behind the stars. We're going to let the stars be the star of the show. So those stars will line up. That's perfect. They go on top of these stars. Isn't that a pretty palette? Now I'm going to take and we're going to fluff out the other tails and the loops. So the next tail is red, and they go on each side, and they're going to go in front of the stars. So it's a nice layering. In design school, I will call that breaking the plane, where we want the dimensions to break and have lots of depth. You guys, if you want more information about our floral design class, it opens up twice a year. You can get on the wait list over at Khalid'sDesignSchool.com. We will send you emails and updates about what's going on. We'd love to have you. But we go in more depth about floral design and not just teach you how to do projects, but I teach you the why behind it. So you can take that knowledge and go use any supplies and knock it out of the park with your designs, guys. I'm telling you, thousands of satisfied students really, really have enjoyed their time in class. And many of them have been with us for 3 years. They're just enjoying it. And you know what? They inspire me every day. You should see the beautiful things they create. It's just a wonderful community of bloomeritos. Okay, I've fluffed it out. I'm going to leave those flat behind. And we did it. It's super duper cute. And remember, we've got that hanger on there to where it's going to hang nice and high, but yet this will flow down their door. Just like if they just found a barrel of rockets and they were exploding for the 4th of July. Come on and say hello. I am going to, y'all, it's hot. We're in Texas, so it's already hot. Of course, we've got the air going. It might be a little bit loud. And I'm going to run power between the air and the glue pot. So we're going to turn it on, turn it off when we get hot. So we can keep it going. I'm telling you, we've got to ration the power. Not really, but we don't want to blow a breaker. So hello, everybody. Hi, Diana. Welcome, welcome. I'll tell you what it is. Hold on just a second. I'm going to put it back in the glue pot. So this is a swag base. So it looks like a big loop-de-loo, but it is a base you make a swag on, and it's got a built-in hanger, which makes it so, so nice. Hi, Amanda. Y'all remember when I'm live here from Bloom Central, I sometimes can only see a few comments at a time. So please just ask again if you have a question and I didn't catch it. Hi, Ramona. Good to see you guys. So we're going to get started. I want to kind of show you what I picked out. I thought we would do, I was thinking, and you know, let's do red, white, and blue that doesn't scream, hey, Trudy, that's not really totally like rockets and stars. Let's do something a little more floral inspired. So that's what we're going to do. I love these flowers. I just couldn't wait to work with them. So we're putting in these checked flowers in here. Hi, Tracy. Hey, LaWanda. So let's get started. Mom's over here. Say hi, Mom. Hi there, everybody. Hi. Mom's in the back. She's shipping. Hey, Carol. I'm so glad you got your order, Mary. Y'all, and I'm going to use brown cable ties for this today because we're working on a brown base, and they'll kind of help them camouflage in really well. So usually the first thing I do on a project is kind of lay out the perimeter. Oh, yeah, your daughter's coming home from the Navy. I love that. Thank you for her service. Make sure you thank her. That's awesome. All right, so I can kind of decide with the greenery how big or how small I want it to be. And I can set that perimeter right now. Melba says, hey, Mom. Hi there. So let me put this one in, and I'm going to tie it in. We're going to use a lot of cable ties today, too, and some glue, but we'll mix and match it. But it's nice to have a grapevine base. It's got a little bit of moss on it, too, which, of course, you know I love. But this will kind of set our, hold everything up really well when we put it on there. Oh, you need white hibiscus? We do not have any white hibiscus, only red, orange, and yellow. I think that's it. Hey, Christine, good to see you. So I'm going to trim that stem. I don't need it really super long. Where's my trash? I had a trash over here, and then I cleaned it up. I cleaned it up too quickly. I need a crash for these little bits. I probably should use like a little garbage bowl, like a little Rachel Ray type garbage bowl. That would be smart, but of course we don't have that. Not here at Bloom Central. So it's Friday. Does anybody have some great weekend plans while we're getting going on this one? I'm going to add, for me, I want the top to be more narrow than the bottom. So I'm going to go a little bit wider when I put these guys on. Cancun, nice. I hope you're enjoying it there. We got a little tropical storm coming here our way here. I think it's just going to be a rainmaker, but we'll survive. We're tough. We've had a lot of rain, but, you know, we're not going to complain because we always end up needing it later. Hey, from Uvalde. Good to see you. Hello. Welcome. I didn't catch your name. I went by too quickly, but welcome. Oh, thanks, Nicole. Nicole just posted the colors of hibiscus we have. We did get a new variety of hibiscus as a double, which is really, really, really cool. You've got wreath orders to fill? Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Yeah, there's been a little bit of a glitch with Facebook with the audio. So come in, go back out, and usually the sound will come back. Yeah, we'll come back in. Try it. I'm going to go on this other side right here. So it depends how long you want it. If you want that grapevine to show at the bottom or not, I kind of like it showing. We're going to put some ribbon in towards the end. I already kind of got the bow pre-tied. But I'll show you more of that when we get to it. All right. Thanks for telling her to go out back and come in. It was a glitch that was going on for a while, and then it stopped, and mine was doing that today. I was just trying to watch some business training over in at coachkali.com, and it was doing the same thing on Facebook. I was watching Coach Marissa in there, and it was just harassing me. But you know how it goes, right? We can't control it. We just have to work with it. So you could thin this out a little if you wanted to and keep it as long as you want. I'm just trimming these off as I get them placed in. So I kind of create my base. You can see how functional this can be to have just go a lot of different directions with it. And I'm going to get that spread out. Okay. And I'm going to keep this. Yes, the business coaching is coachkali.com. Exactly. All right. I think I can put the air back on. We'll give the glue pot a little rest. Let me put it back on, y'all, because I'm starting to get hot already. How you doing, Mom? You okay? Oh, Mom walked out. Mom just walked out. She didn't even say. She's being really quiet. Hello, hello to you too. All right. I thought it might be fun today, instead of like a traditional red berry, to use these, because they have strawberries, and I thought that would be fun to mix in just like we would a regular berry like spray or twig, but I thought the strawberries would be a lot of fun. We actually have Kaya planted a strawberry plant for her project this spring, and it's still putting out strawberries. Those are good little boogers too. Do any of you guys have gardens that maybe you're growing some real strawberries? I'm gonna put it maybe right here. Still want that to be the tallest, but just a little bit lower. I think that would be fun. So you kind of just build this up layer by layer. And it's pretty easy to add to the base. If you're going to need a supply list, just let us know in the comments and we'll get back to you with the list. As we're building it, we're creating a list for you. And we can definitely give it to you. Okay. Oh, Nicole just posted this one. Yay, thanks, Nicole. This is the strawberry one. Oh. And you don't need a bunch of overlap of stems there. You can trim them. We are going to have a bow here, so that'll be our point where the bow is going to go. Now, let me put another strawberry down. Here, nobody has gardens. Really, you guys don't have any plants going. Hi, Darla. Come on, y'all. Y'all have to have plant addictions like I do. I thought the blue merinos were all in on the plants. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna put this one at the bottom. Oh, really? Already 90. I get it. It's summer's on its way. It's coming. So we can also glue anything in here we want to. We've got some room in there, but right now, till I get to the end, I'm just gonna tie them in. It's gonna go just a little bit faster, be a little bit neater. And then we'll cover up all that in a little bit with some moss if any of it shows. So what do you think so far? Can you guys do it? I know you can do this. I know you can. Let's see who else. Diane, I know you and me. We're in the same wavelengths. Yep, for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna do this with red and blue flowers, but I'm thinking I could do 2 blue at the top. I could do 2 red at the top. Let's look at that and I'll make up my mind on this. I was thinking we would just mix and match them. There's a blue and the red. Oh, that's cute. We can do that. Or we could do red at the top and blue at the bottom. Let me take a look and see which one I like better. I think I like alternating them. I like having a red and blue in each section. That can be up to you though, however you want to do it. So I'm going to put this first one in up here. I'm actually going to put it into the grapevine and use that base. So I'll cut it down a little bit and get it bent. And we're actually, let me show you the base. It is a grapevine base that is made for swags. It has a built-in hanger, and we have those available on Cleese.com. If you want the link for the swag, just let us know in the comments and we'll get you the link for the base. Because it is super easy to work on, and it gives you a nice foundation. So now I'm going to go in here with a little bit of glue into the base and just go right into the vine, just like you would on a normal grapevine wreath. Okay, that's cute. There's a red. I think I'll put the blue a little bit higher. Oh, thanks, Janet. I think so too. You know, we could have done it a little bit different with some color blocking and probably pulled off the other with spacing it out. It will alternate. I agree with you. I agree with you. I love these little pom-pom centers. You know what? We had that pom-pom bee on the, no, she was a ladybug on the live sale, and she would look super cute with that. It just occurred to me. I should have put those both on the live sale. But I saved it for you guys today. How you doing, Mama?
I'm doing fine.
You fine. You going for a box? Huh? Going for a box, guys. I'll put this one out here. I'm gonna put a little bit of moss on that. I didn't make these flowers. You could have, but we sell these. We sell them already made, but aren't they super cute? You sure could. One of the ladies in design school, she loves making her own flowers. She's so creative, out of papers and all kind of different textures. But for me, I prefer just to buy things pre-made and then put them together to save time. Now I'm gonna alternate the colors a little bit when I come down. Alice says, hello, Miss Seal. She just walked out, Alice. She'll be right back. She'll be right back. All right. Mom, Alice says, hello, Miss Seal.
Hi there, Alice.
Alice, she's slave driving me. No, she's not.
Yes, I am.
She's not. She hasn't been here long enough to implement the slave driver. Give her some time.
Get it done.
She's still letting her coffee set in. Or did you have coffee? Yes, you had coffee. I know she had coffee. Darla says, hey, Mom.
Hi there.
She's getting hellos from everywhere. I'm just putting some moss in here so you don't see my mechanics going on. And then I'm going to bring the blue one a little further down. Stagger it a little bit. Yeah, Alice says she's doing what she's good at. Yes. No lie. She's definitely a leader. Or as my dad would call her, Sarge. In a loving manner, Sarge, right? Yeah. Hi, Christy. Judy, we have some help coming. Yes, we have. It's not permanent help, but we got help. So we're going to take it as a win. Thanks for asking, though. And then I'm just pushing this up into the grapevine. I want things to stagger a little bit. And this one, I'm going to bend that head a lot, so I'm going to put a little cable tie on it also. just so I don't know it's not coming off, because I want to bend this up. Y'all, don't be afraid to manipulate your florals to get them where you want them. They are all wired, and well, ours are. I try to really only carry really quality florals that can be manipulated more easily, because in design school, that's something I teach and preach. They get tired of it, I'm sure, but dimension, dimension, dimension. Hi, Lori. So we need a lot of dimension at all times. Okay, look, it's looking so stinking cute. We got 2 blooms at the bottom. You come up, we got an open space because there's going to be a bow. Carol says Mom's going to catch up on those orders. Yeah, she's not playing. She's not playing, Carol. She sure is. If you're on the subscription box for the BBB, those headed out. Those are headed out. Okay, I really have been dying to use the chunky blueberries. Hi, Dora. So we're gonna put those in as like a little buffer between here and the bow. But I made a, what we call blast off bow. And if you missed how to make these, we did these on Wednesdays. So thank you for the stars. Thank you very much. These are easy bows. They're 3 loops, 2 loops, and 1 loop. Okay. We worked them on Wednesday this week here live. You can go back and watch. Okay, you can check it out. Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you too. So if you don't know how to make them, you want to learn, go check that video out from Wednesday. If you need the link for the video, just ask in the comments. We'll get it for you. But this is a blast off bow. So I've already made it. We're going to put it probably right in here. So go ahead and pop your bow on right now so you can see where those berries need to go, okay? I generally don't put a bunch of greenery behind here. If my ribbon, you've been practicing, Christy? Great. If my ribbon is stiff enough where it's gonna stand up good, I don't put greenery right behind it. If it's not, let's say it's a ribbon you love, but it's kind of like loosey-goosey, then you can put some more greenery back here to help hold it up. Okay, so it's not flapping in the wind. I'm gonna put these in these sections right there tight. I've got 3 clusters put aside, but we may only use 2. Let me see how 2 looks. But y'all, these are so yummy. We had these in pink. We're sold out of a lot of colors, but we have a few blue. I don't know how much red is left. So I just trimmed the stem up just a little bit. I'm gonna put this right in here, right about there. I'm gonna cable tie this in also. If I missed your question, just ask again. Until we get that new warehouse all done with we can have a studio with the cameras in it, then I'll be able to see more than 1 comment at a time. But right now I'm limited to 1 at a time. I'm sorry. And it goes by so fast. Okay, that is cute. I love that. And with the little strawberries beside it. Oh, that's so cute. Gets me excited. And we're gonna do the same thing down below. Me too, Leanne. I know, they're so juicy. So juicy. Like literally, right? Okay, so because it's chunky on this side, I'm gonna get it chunky on this side too. I want those to alternate. Just a little bit. Oh, we're gonna use 2 down here, so it won't matter. We're gonna use 2, remember? We're good. Why are you laughing, Mom?
Nicole says hi to me on my phone.
Nicole, I see you sneaking in private conversation. She's trying to get in more with Mom. I see how it is. She's probably over there telling Mom, tell Khalid to la la la, and feed her a little extra. She'll do whatever you say. She's right. She's right. Mom gave me a cypress tree yesterday. She knows the way to my heart. Right, Mom?
Yeah.
Bribery.
Right.
Those berries are something I was reading and it just went away. Where did it go? Oh, thanks. I'm glad you love them. I saw a really cute comment, but I couldn't. Something about the berries, but it disappeared. Okay, yeah, this is why I wanted 2, so we could put 1 on either side. So my idea for this piece is that it's not rockets. Yes, it's red, white, and blue, but look how cute this would be on a door that has like some red geraniums, any type of reds, and there's not a whole lot of blue blooming flowers, but whites in the garden, some pots done up. This would just pop right off the door, and you can use it all summer. It's not necessarily patriotic, as in like exactly 4th of July. I just thought that would be a lot of fun. So it would be a good crossover. Oh, this is cute. It's like putting a little skirt on the bottom here. We're dressing her up. You don't have to worry about this being kind of messy in here because it's going to be camouflage when we get the bow on. So no worries on that. I'm going to trim it, get it really tight, trim this off, and then I'll trim those tails maybe a little bit less right here. These stems are so chunky. I wish, I'm going to talk to them about making them thinner when I'm working with the manufacturer so we can have that less bulky, but it's pretty cool anyway. Pretty cool. Okay, you ready for the fun part? So here's our blast off bow I was talking about. Remember, you can catch that video from Wednesday. We worked on this design of bow, easy to make. And you might be saying, okay, well, what ribbon do I pick? Well, for me, I take the inspiration for what I think is the dominant flower in my piece. So look, it's the check. So it's a no-brainer to go to the check and pull that out. So this is what I'm doing here. Easy, easy peasy. Okay, we're gonna put that right in the center and it's gonna cover up all this mechanics. My students in design school know, the KDS Blue Merinos know no show mechanics. We don't wanna see it. And we'll do a final look over in a second because we've still gotta get these tails where they go. We can't just put the bow on and let the tails cover up all our work. We've got to position them. So I've got that tied on. I'm gonna trim it off. Okay, let's fluff it. Where everybody goes. And I'm gonna separate the tails out here. And I like the longest tail in the back, which should be red. Here it is, to go straight down the back. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. So I'm gonna run that back behind. I love things to be, we call it breaking the plane. BTP, breaking the plane. Like they break the plane of other things. So things don't look like they're layered up. They look like they're overlapped and coming together nicely. I'm gonna curl that one inside, that one outside. And let me get the other red one to the back. I've got this on my tree stand. I'm gonna pull this one to the back. Okay. Okay, yes, you guys, and Nicole's getting the supply list just finished. So if you need the link to these berries, or let's say you want to use this swag base for fall, you're going to need to grab what we've got in stock now because this is something I don't restock for fall. So if you want to build some fall swags on this base, you're going to need to get a few now before we're all sold out of what's left. So Nicole can give you the link to all the supplies in the comments. And I'm going to curl that up. Super cute. Let me pull a little of these to the front, to the center. I love it. She's such a cutie. Now the last thing you want to do is just take a look at it and see if you can see any cable ties from the side or anything like that. Just pop a little Spanish moss on those. Y'all know we have the different colors of Spanish moss. I'm using the green. The green is in to cover those up. Okay? All right, guys, we did it. This was so fun freestyling with you. So if you need the list, the supply list for what we did here, just let us know in the comments and we'll give you the link to it. And you can find the base, all the supplies we use, but it was so much fun. And really, it's not that difficult. You just lay it on layer by layer and pretty quick you have a big swag, just like this. Hey Blue Merinos, it's Kali here with Kali's.com, and we're about to have some floral fun at its finest. Check out our latest kit, guys. It's patriotic, great for all summer. The kit's gonna come with a berry swag, a really super long floral stem that we're gonna use to mix in our swag, and then of course, beautiful patriotic ribbon. So you can definitely grab the kit and make your own easy peasy, ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. The only supplies you will need at home will be some scissors, some wire cutters, some cable ties to make your bow and put your swag together. And then I use a bow maker to make my bows. You can also make a simple bow by hand. Okay? So those are the other things you will need. You don't necessarily really need a glue pot for this, but you can have a glue gun or glue pot ready to go in case you need it. Okay, so we'll be putting this section of the kit together in just a minute, but we're going to start off with our bow. So the first thing I'm going to do is just set this to the side and grab my ribbon. And I like to have trailers coming down beside my swag that are longer than the actual swag. So if you know your bow is going to be kind of right here, which we do, our bow will be a little bit lower than where the hanger is already built in here. So we'll go with this as a good length for the tail. Okay, so I'll grab that right there. And that's if you don't like it longer, you don't have to do that. But I just take and grab that ahead of time so I can just build that right into my bow. I'm going to grab my bow maker and put this on. You guys know we do bows on Wednesdays, but whenever I have a kit, I like to show you exactly how to make the bow we're doing just live right along with the kit video, okay? So we're going to cut that at an angle to the inside. And we're going to go at 5.5. It doesn't have to be huge. And I'm going to twist. 5.5 and twist. And we're going for 3 loops here on the back. We're going to do our what we call our blast off bow. Isn't that appropriate for patriotic, right? We'll be doing 3 loops in the back. Everybody's at 5.5, so not too big. Okay, hold that in the center and twist. Bring your next loop around and twist it again. Bring the bottom pieces together, and we're just going to cut that at an angle. All right, there's the first layer of our blast off. Now I'm going to come in with 2 loops, and this time think about where this tail is going to land. So probably right about there. Measure it out on your swag what you like. This will be your second layer of tails. Bring that in and twist it. Okay, and we need to actually cut that at the wrong angle. We need to cut to, well, we haven't cut it yet. Cut it to the inside, okay? So the cuts all match on each side. So now we'll do 2 loops at 5 inches, just a little shorter. We're coming a little shorter to the inside. Hold it in the center while you pull that roll back and grab your next loop. So we went out at 5.5, and you see how I space them out and I go between? We're going to go right between with the next 2 layers, okay? And we got 1 and 2 at 5 inches. Cut those tails to match. We want them to be about the same. Okay. And then finally for our last loop in the center, we'll just go with a bow tie. If you've never seen us do a bow tie, basically it's just a loop. And we'd like it to be about 4 inches on each side. So just measure that out. Then take and cut it. And we'll just hold that ribbon because we are going to need it in a second. We need those to overlap, then come to the center and just pleat it up where it's equal in the middle. And that is what we call a bow tie finish. And the reason we do that is just so we don't have more loops. And that's just a fun bow. I love the stripes on here. Okay, come in with your cable tie underneath and gently pull that up while holding a finger on the top. Add a little pressure. And you got her. Rotate that backward between your fingers. Hold pressure while separating each layer, just like this. Ooh, it's coming together. She's looking spectacular. I love making these bows. Blast-off bows, of course, are appropriate for patriotic, but any time of the year. I'm going to take and separate them all out. Isn't that great? Okay, nice, nice. Now, we can put our bow maker to the side. We're done with it. You do need to add a cable tie to the back, so that's how we're going to attach it to the swag when we get our swag all put together. Okay, pull that tight, and now trim that off. Now, you're going to go back and grab the roll of ribbon. In the kit, you're going to get a whole roll of ribbon, so you'll have extra. You can go and make you a swag or something else for a lantern. You can make at least 1 more bow out of it. And I'm going to take and come in here, and I'm going to put the red and white stripe in the center mainly, so you can see how pretty that is. Okay, just do a couple little knots in the back. 1 and 2. And then trim these guys off, those little tails, and your bow is done, all right? And just put her aside for a second, because we're going to build our swag base next. Okay, so this comes all put together, and that saves you so much time, y'all. Okay, it really does. What you want to do is we're going to be mixing in the great blue flower stem that has so long and so much pizzazz. And it's going to add a twig and a really fun bloom to pop that blue. So what I want to do is cut this first of all, because I want a little bit of blue coming up. So I just lay it along the body, and I realized if I could cut it right here, it would work perfect for me to take and flip this other half around. You're going to need wire cutters, guys, because it's a thick stem to cut. So I'm going to take first, we'll use these kind of going up in a second, but I'm going to take the rest of that spray, and we're going to use it going down. So what you want to do is kind of intermingle it between the berries here. Okay, let it flow in between. Yes, isn't that great? Rotate these out. Ooh, yes. Bring them around. Okay, and I haven't really officially attached this yet, but you see how quickly, if you just layer it in, how it now looks like it's all one piece mixed in the berries. Okay, I want to show you how cute that is. So cute. So that's important. We want to do that. Now, we're going to attach it with some cable ties in a second, but we've got to be able to hide them. So if you will just cut this little bitty flower off, we're going to glue that on to hide up here in just a little bit. Cut these 2 flowers off. So we're going to use these like we would moss in a normal project to kind of conceal. We are going to be able to do that with the flower heads. Now, we need 2 berries going up, and instead of taking these off, we're going to just take and rotate these up. 2 berries up. Okay, perfect. That's going down. We haven't even attached it yet. We are going to in a second. Now, here's this piece with these longer pieces, and I'm going to try to leave them together and just bring them in right here. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. You're going to work them in. Work them in. Oh, that one worked perfect there. Flip that leaf around. Isn't that beautiful? So simple, but so pretty. So let the blue go up the middle, surrounded by the red. Now, each of these berry clusters is wired on here. So you're talking about a premium berry. This one's even waterproof. And the nice thing is you can shape those how you want. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is get this attached up here. Anywhere you know you're not going to see that blue flower, pull it off or cut it off. We're going to use that for concealment in a little bit to hide our mechanics. So this is our first step. Get this super tight, okay? And that's right at the base of where that hanger is, okay, right there. Okay, good. Those are not going to come off. I'm going to trim that. In that, I grabbed everything, but it's not quite stable enough to hold it all together. Now come down here and cut the stem off of that top piece, because we were able to attach it right there, and it's good to go. So this you can put in your pile to use again for a support for something else. You can recycle that for sure. Now, I want to do one more cable tie down here. Let's go right in here for extra support. And then we're going to come back and hide it with the blue florals, okay, that we just took from the top. Super tight. Make sure the nubby end is up here to the front. I'm going to zoom in and show you. See how it's to the front? We want it like that because we're going to take and conceal that, okay, in just a second. All right, you got it? Now, take some of these cute little flowers and we're going to just tuck in and glue them right around that. We don't need to worry about this one because that's going to be our bow in there. All right, I'm going to bring a little glue in with my glue pot. I prefer the glue pot. It's not going to get too hot. I'm not going to get burned. Just going to tuck that in there. And one on the other side. And that's going to hide our mechanics. And that way we don't really have to have moss for this since we've got it in a kit. You guys, if you are wanting to grab the kit, just put link in the comments and we will get you the link for the kit. Okay. Nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to know. We've got one left if we need to add that anywhere else. Okay, great. Bow time. Let's get that bow in. The bow goes right there in the bow zone that we left earlier, and I'm going to go just right on top of where that other cable tie was. Okay, just attach it here. Y'all, this is so sweet and so easy, really. You all can do it. It's tight here. But we have a lot of customers who prefer kits because it's a great way not to overinvest in supplies. It's a great way to get started. And pretty soon you start playing with some products and then you want to try some more. And that's what we love, to introduce you to silk flower design and really show you how pretty it is. Now those long tails, I like to add them to the back. And I know you guys will know. I know there's KDS Blue Merinos watching. That's people who are in our design school class. If you ever hear me say that. And the reason they know I'm going to put that behind is because it's going to add some depth. It's going to add this pop of depth. Because now the stripe not only is in the foreground, but it's in the background. So just slide that to the back. It's really easy to let that hang down. Can you see that on your front door just like that? Is that adorable and sweet? It is. Really super duper sweet. And you guys, if you want more tails, you can add more tails. Just attach them to the base. Have them come down. Pop that out. Now, all these berries have wire. So don't be flat. Let that puppy have motion. Bring everybody moving forward. And look at this. Look at this. Isn't she gorgeous? All right, I can't wait for you to make your own swag just like this. We'll have a link for the kits in the comment. If you don't see one, you can just let us know. Jump on our text list because they always have first notification right after our design school students. We let people on the text list know what's going on. So just go to textkali.com and get on the list. Text us the word link or put the word link in here and we will definitely send you the link for the supply list for this project. And of course, this is a kit. All right, see you next time, Blue Merinos.